What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today, well, soon, 22 days, 23 days away from MLB The Show 21 release, and we are getting down to the nitty-gritty. Earlier in the week, we saw the gameplay trailer where there wasn't a whole lot of new information. It was just the gameplay trailer, 4K, 60 FPS, and boy, oh boy, can you tell they upgraded a lot of the player models for the PlayStation 5. Taking advantage of all the new hardware and everything else in the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series S and the Series X. Man, this game looks so incredibly well. But today's video, we're going to kind of be talking over 7 different things that really stand out to me this year over previous years when it comes to MLB The Show 21 and the information that we get. This is an exciting year because we get it on the next gen consoles, which is such a huge improvement from the PS4 and the Xbox One. So this is going to be a really fun year. They also bring it to the Xbox. They've never had it on the Xbox before, so it's going to bring in a whole bunch of new users and just everyone else inside the MLB The Show community. And it's only going to continue to grow because back when they announced the game was going to be on different platforms, Nintendo was teasing out that they were interested in MLB The Show. So we could see it on the Nintendo Switch in the near future. Probably not this year, maybe next year. Same with even Steam and PC. We could see it on a PC. Get people excited for baseball and just overall help grow the sport of baseball. Video games have been huge, especially during the pandemic. So it is really cool to see them expand over to other consoles, grab more users, and just building up that baseball community even more. But 7 things you need to be ready for. Get the pre-order in, get hyped up. 23 days left till the early access hits. The first one, we already saw it, gameplay trailer, 4K 60, which means 1080 60 FPS. It is going to be silky smooth like butter. They haven't talked about if it's going to be able to go to 120 hertz yet. That is up to the game. The consoles, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X can have 4K at 120 hertz. Well, the hardware allows that capability. It's up to the game developer if they want to be able to do that. Some games are already at 120 hertz when it comes to like Call of Duty, run at 1080, or I think there's not a lot of 4K 120 hertz monitors on the market yet. So that's kind of out of the pocket, but 1080 at 120 hertz is been possible on a lot of the newer games, although some like Call of Duty, Hitman, and a few others. So something to really look forward to is the game is going to run nice and smooth on the next gen consoles. Old gen PS4, Xbox One, you're probably not going to get that 60 FPS, but you're going to be they're around probably 30 or 40 FPS. So it is definitely worth your while if you can upgrade to a next gen console. Number 2, create a stadium. One of the probably most requested features, if not the most requested feature in MLB The Show. They had it in MVP Baseball. You know, stadium creator. Everyone wants to be able to build their own stadium and then use it online, offline, against their friends, against their dad, you know, whoever they want to play against. Now they have the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, only on next-gen console if you're on PS4. Sorry, you can't create a stadium. Gotta wait till you get the next-gen console. But it's going to be huge in this game. It's going to be a lot of fun. They have not said if it's going to be in ranked seasons or Battle Royale or events. I doubt it will. It's just going to be able to play against your friends or maybe against the CPU in your creative stadium or, of course, in your franchise. I'm assuming they're bringing it to franchise, which hopefully they do a lot of franchise updates. But that gets me so excited to be able to just do that online, offline. They said over 1,000 objects are edible or something like crazy like that. It reminds me of Forge mode in Halo 3, man. That was goated. You can even go back to Gary's mod on PC if you want to go back to that. But super exciting. Creative Stadium coming to the next-gen consoles, coming to the game. Probably be able to do some online stuff. They may have playlists that like, hey, this week in events, we're going to do community built stadiums, yada, yada, yada. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool to see that. Hopefully we see that. Number 3, they've talked about it a bunch already. They had a dev stream. It was their first dev stream. Pinpoint pitching coming to MLB The Show. Used to be in the 2K games, and man, you finally get to use your analog stick. You got to repeat a motion with your analog stick depending on your timing and your input. Can really determine if you throw that pitch well or very poorly. There's perfect pitching in MLB The Show this year. So obviously it's not going to be 1-to-1. I mean, a Major League Baseball player is never going to throw 1-to-1, but you can get pretty dang close. It's called PAR, pitch accuracy region. You select your pitch there depending on how good your pitcher is with that pitch too. If it's their number 1 pitch, their number 5 pitch, depending on their overall, what's their hits per 9, Ks per 9, stuff like that. Control, it's going to determine that PAR region. So if you hit perfect on that pitch meter, it will go to that pretty close to that location. So that's going to bring that, and they kind of showed what meter pitching is and analog pitching. So it's going to be pinpoint, meter, then analog when it comes to the PAR region. If that doesn't get you excited for new pitching mechanics, perfect pitching, well, they've also improved check swings and a lot of other hitting stuff in MLB The Show 20. We've seen a lot of, the issues of check swings. Did he go around? Is it always going towards the batter, not towards the pitcher? It should be more geared towards the pitcher, because the pitcher fools you and got you to do a check swing. Most of the time you go around, or unless you're a really good actor like George Clooney, but they're going to tune it up. They even said in the dev stream they're very courteous to the hitter for check swings. And this year it's going to be more towards the pitcher, less of them too, which equals more strikeouts. And you add in that perfect pitching. Oh man, it's going to make things a lot easier. They said they're going to be tuning foul balls a little bit too. The time windows, that I think that was going to be changed as well. So a lot of cool stuff coming, and pitching is going to be a lot better and more rewarding. Something you really struggle, especially at the higher difficulties, man. It's so hard to strike people out because they just check swing or foul tip it, whatever it may be. So it's really nice to see. Number 5, we saw this last week, improvements to fielding, especially on or around the wall. That was an issue in MLB The Show 20. They tried to fix on some of the lock-on issues they've had in MLB The Show 20, and while they were able to fix some stuff, it is not perfect, and it is very infuriating at times when your outfielder is right there, does not lock on, and then the game gives you an error. Sometimes it can be a home run. Sometimes it can be a double or a triple, depending on the wall size too. That's why I say home run. I've had a weird time. One of the minor league stadiums, short left field, right there, and just doesn't lock on, barely goes over the wall. It's like, man, he could have caught that IRL. Anyways, not trying to complain here, just telling you how it is if you've never played MLB The Show. It's been kind of rough. They had the off the ball ribbons, which are super nice, but this year they've added, like, if you're new to the game, they have routes that you can run. They'll show you how the best route is to a ball. They'll give you better indicators, and your player will just play balls better on or around the wall. And so they did a lot of new animations, a lot of new physics. They even have a timing for a ball. If you're trying to rob a home run, jump on the wall, they have a timer there for you, so you can figure out your timing on that, or if it's even possible to rob a home run. So a lot of fielding improvements, a lot of sense of urgency improvements that are said to be done as well, which is nice. They added a lot of new branch points. Really excited for fielding adjustments. That's going to be nice. It's going to be fun. It's going to be, the little things of fielding. I can take the little hits, but if my Mike Trout's right there and doesn't lock on when I know in real life he can lock on, or vice versa, that's where the frustrating things come in. Number 6 is going to be another fun thing. I talked about this earlier. Game is coming to Xbox. Well, guess what? Cross-platform. You're going to be able to play your Xbox friends on the PlayStation and vice versa. You'll be able to match up with players that are on Xbox if you're on PlayStation, and vice versa. If you're on Xbox, match up against PlayStation players. I assume there's going to be a priority where, there's PlayStation user. Their matchmaking is already kind of localized. You'll notice that a little bit. If you are living in a certain area, you're going to face a lot more people with that area. I know that because I'm from the Seattle area, and I play a lot of teams that are Seattle Mariners, and so I'm like, yep, very localized that. But I assume it's gonna be localized still, and probably gonna prefer that. But you can still match up with Xbox users and play against Xbox users too. Good for if you have friends that don't have PlayStation or own one, or vice versa with Xbox. Gonna be a really good time to do the cross-platform. No other sports game is cross-plat. You can count Rocket League, right, as cross-plat, but Madden's not cross-platform. NBA is not cross-platform. A few other sports games as well is not cross-platform. I think Rocket League technically is you want to count that as a sport? I guess you probably could. You bouncing around balls with cars. I don't know. But anyways, that's cross-platform, which is pretty dang cool. And finally, if you're not excited for all the new animations and whatever, they have already teased out 3 new legends: Alfonso Soriano, Grady Sizemore, and of course, one of the best legends of all time, Roberto Clemente. Perfect. His number was 21. MLB The Show 21 is meant to be. And there's going to be more legends too. They already have such big legend names in the game. They got Griffey, they got Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays. And it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. They do remove a few of them every year or so, but they're usually some of the smaller names, probably the least popular ones, or sometimes players run into legal issues. There's definitely a few of those that have happened. They do definitely go through the legend pool and everything like that. So it's number 7, man. You got Roberto Clemente in the game now. You got Alfonso Soriano, Grady Sizemore. They've been sharing them off one every week with the dev streams, and Roberto Clemente was in the gameplay trailer. They always share off one big name or 2 big names in that trailer. So really awesome to see. If that doesn't get you excited enough, I don't know what else does. They have more future premieres coming down the road. I think this week is Road to the Show. Next week is Franchise. Following week is going to be like the next gen upgrades. They're going to talk about probably how the hardware runs and everything like that. Can you get 120 hertz? Still been teasing 60 FPS. Can you even get 120? Maybe they're hiding that to the stream. Who knows? But there's that. And then April 15th, probably the stream everyone's waiting for. Most people really enjoy Diamond Dynasty. That is the ultimate card collecting mode. And this year they've already teased out a lot of stuff with Diamond Dynasty, including a what do they tease out? Oh, you're gonna be. They've also teased out you can use your Road to the Show player in Diamond Dynasty, so you can bring that character over. They tease out a few other little things as well. It's kind of cool. They tease out a battle pass, it looked like, and some other program stuff as well. So it's gonna be really fun to see the opportunity. Yeah, and then Diamond Dynasty, Diamond Dynasty, which everyone's waiting for, April 15th. That is going to be the big one. And most people, I mean, a lot of people are Diamond Dynasty players. Ultimate card collecting mode. They added this year offline, more offline opportunities. So if you don't want to play online, you can still do a card collecting mode. They said most cards are going to be obtainable through offline play. So you don't have to play ranked seasons necessarily or do other stuff. They have a lot of cool things coming. They have not shared what yet, but man, I'm excited to learn more about it. April 15th, that'll be the day. They're keeping that till the very, very end. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. That is 7 things to look forward to in MLB The Show 21. Still a lot more information to come out. So I'll probably make another one of these videos at some point, going over everything. But if you missed anything, let me know down in the comment section if you have any questions. I will try to answer those for you. And like I said, watch the dev streams every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific on their Twitch channel. I'm not even getting paid to tell them this. Just go watch it. A lot of good information, a lot of cool things. They do such a good job showing off everything. They're the only game, really. I think Madden did this year, but they're like the only sports game that does this, where they deep dive into the gameplay. And they're honest about it too. You heard the first stream, man. They were not happy about, foul ball, or not foul balls, check swings. And they're very open about that. And very open about a lot of other things. So definitely a lot of open communication, which you love to see in the game. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the video. Make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you're new to enjoy the content, make sure that sub button. Road to 3,000 subs before MLB The Show 21. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Peace out. Bye.